Hey there, whoever you are. Thanks for clicking on my video. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable. I hope you're doing well, but if you're not doing well, that's okay too. And I hope this video is gonna bless you. So, the topic of the day that I feel really led to talk about is anorexia and bulimia, or just eating disorders in general, because I used to be anorexic, I used to be bulimic when I was younger. So actually, let me just introduce myself. My name is Bella. I am now 26 years old. That's like incredible. Even to say that, it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm 26. Anyway, I'm 26, and I struggled with eating disorders from, I can't exactly pinpoint when it started or when it, well, I know when it stopped fully, but I'm not sure when it started exactly. I was a teenager. I think I was probably around 14 or 15, I think. Somewhere around that age. So, as a lot of teenagers, my teenagehood was very, very intense. It was very dysfunctional. It was very difficult, very rough time for me. And what triggered it the most was a very conflictual relationship with my mom, and heartbreak, romantic heartbreak in my life, and just feeling like life was just completely out of control. Nothing really made sense. There was a lot of depression. There was a lot of just not understanding, really. Feeling emotionally out of control, frustrated, rejected, unworthy in so many ways. And so at the time, for me, there was just so many things that were related to that. Feeling a sense of wanting to have control over my body, because that's pretty much the only thing I felt like I could control. And then there was, of course, an aspect that was very, very unhealthy about it, which was this idea that was being promoted of being skinny at the time. So it was probably around the year 2011. No, actually way before that, probably like 2008 even, where especially online there was a lot of pro-Ana, pro-Mia stuff going on, which basically there were entire internet communities that were gathering together and saying, hey, this is good, this is our choice, and we just want to be skinny, and it was just like this massive darkness, mental illness that was being promoted. And I really fell into that, and I really fell into wanting to, it was almost like I want to be even more sick, which is really, really sick, but it's like I want to be sickly thin, and I want everyone to see that my life sucks, kind of thing, without me even saying anything. And so honestly, I think out of everything that I've ever experienced, eating disorders were the worst. Like, legitimately felt like actual hell. The worst of the worst of the worst. And I was depressed, and I was suicidal chronically, and I did a lot of other things that I'll make separate videos for that. But eating disorders were just hell. Like, there's nothing worse that I have experienced than the reality of being an anorexic and a bulimic, and finding yourself fat and being terrified of eating being legitimately terrified in your mind of just having even a tiny bit of food. And when you eat, you hate yourself to the point of wanting to kill yourself. And just everything that went with it, just being so thin and so cold all the time, and starting to just basically slowly killing yourself to the point of, it was just horrible. It was just horrible. Everything hurt. I remember the pain, being cold all the time, and just everything hurt. Like sitting would hurt because you're just become so bony, and it's your bones hurt. Everything hurts because you're just so skinny, and you can't fall asleep at night, and you lose your period, and sometimes it can go as far as actually starting to lose your hair as well. And it's such a cycle that it's incredibly difficult to get out of. Even if you want to get help, it has such a grip on the person who suffers with it that it's almost impossible. And I knew some other girls who were struggling, who were even more anorexic than I was at the time. And it was almost like this sense of competition, which was really sick. And I remember feeling like I just wanted to disappear. I just wanted to basically not exist. And I had a lot of issues with being a woman and having womanly appearance. I really hated the idea of having curves, and just because there's a lot to it, but I really hated the idea of someone looking at me and objectifying me, or looking at me in a sexual way. And so it's just a lot of stuff going on. And those were just the worst of the worst that you could ever experience. This terror, of this dread of just eating, which is a normal thing, and finding yourself ugly and fat, even though everyone's telling you you're really skinny, you need to eat more, like something wrong is going on here. And gosh, that was just pure hell. And so if you are anorexic, if you are bulimic, I just want to let you know that you're not alone. There are people out there who really understand, and there are people who have recovered from it, and there's hope for you. And it doesn't have to be this way forever, I promise you. So the thing that set me free completely from eating disorders was Jesus Christ. Finding him, finding faith in God, in the Lord, surrendering my life to him. That's what made it completely go away. 100%. I have never struggled with any of that after I found Jesus, after I surrendered my life to him, after I confessed him as my Lord and Savior. Guys, he completely took it out of me. Just out of me. And I have gained some weight ever since that time. So I've never been as heavy as I am now. And I've never been as happy as I am now. So my former self would have thought, oh my gosh, this is horrible. I am fat. Like, I need to lose weight. But actually, I'm at a very normal weight right now. I am by no means chubby, but I'm not skinny either. I'm just average, normal, regular weight. I have a little belly over here. I have some fat on my belly, but it doesn't bother me. It does not bother me one bit, and I accept myself the way I am now, and it's all God. It's all God, because I couldn't have made it without him. Nothing was working, honestly, guys, nothing. Therapy, sure, it can help in some ways, but if you want to be completely healed, if you want to be 100%, 100% healed, recovered from any even trace of eating disorders, give your life to Jesus. I mean, that's just one of the countless benefits that you would get if you give your life to Jesus. But he is real, he is true, he loves you, he doesn't want you to suffer. And anorexia and all of those things, they are demonic things. Yes, we call them mental illnesses, but they're demonic strongholds, and their purpose is to destroy your life and to take your soul to hell. We don't want that to happen. So if you're struggling today with anything, whether it be eating disorders or self-hatred or depression or anxiety or suicide or drug addiction, please find a good church. You don't even have to go to a church. I didn't have to go to a church to find the Lord. But seek him out, talk to him, pray to him. Say, God, I don't know if you're real, but I'm really struggling, and I really, really want to be set free. So please forgive me of my sins. Manifest yourself to me. I give you my life. I believe in you. And you know what? He'll come into your life, and he will change you. He will change you forever, man. It's been 2.5 years for me, and life just keeps getting better and better. So I encourage you, don't be afraid. I know what it's like to be in that pit. I know that it feels like hell and it feels like you're not worthy, but you are worthy. You're more than worthy. You are a creation of the Most High God. You're made in his image, and he loves you. He loves you with so much love. And he really wants you to be set free from all of that suffering. If you have any questions, if you want to talk, feel free to message me. Send me anything you want, prayer requests. If you have questions, please talk to me, reach out to me. I would love to help you. I love you. I wish you a wonderful day. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello. In this video, I want to talk about what it means to me to be skinny. At this point, I don't find myself skinny, and I would like to be. The reason for that isn't beauty. It's not about beauty, and it's not about fashion or a trend. It's not about trying to be skinny because that's what society tells me, or because it's not because I want to attract people or to make others jealous. The reason that I want to be skinny is because I want my body to reflect the way I am inside. I want my body to be a reflection of my inner state. And also, I don't want to have a feminine body. I don't want to have curves. I don't want to be seen as a sexual object or as an object of desire. I don't want to take too much space. I don't want other people to notice me or pay attention to me. I guess probably the deepest desire in wanting to be skinny is wanting to get away, wanting to disappear and just stop living this life in a way. Run away from all the problems and from all the things that are here. It's not about beauty. And it's not about a trend or fashion. It's something deeper than that, and it's something else. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.